Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear channel. Now, if you noticed, there was a Scorpion article saying about how scorpions came in from some type of rainstorm and killed 3 people and 500 others bitten. Like I told you, they like to play with the number 5 this year for some reason. Number 3 we know has to be with Ripple. Now, I find it funny that that story came out right around the same time that Biden was signing this infrastructure bill. Around the same time as the blood moon showing up. And around the same time as all these whispering rumors about a settlement announcement. I remember that there was a Scorpion episode on The Simpsons. This one here, season 22, as they follow the Ripple code. This here is the Scorpion's tail. And look how it ends on the couch. I guess they've been playing this game back and forth with the SEC and the courts. My own opinion, I don't know. And then it's game over. I wonder if the games that the SEC were playing in court are over. I don't know. Just something to look at. Like I said, I just found it weird that that story about the Scorpions just came around the same time as all these other things happening. Also, we also know as Scorpion deals with Egyptians, deals with gods, and stuff like that. Now, here's one of the parts in this episode where they mention government.
Desert dwellers? Get out! The second we let one trespasser on our land, then every goddamn... Oh, for crying
and there goes the
loud, it's like Grand Central Station around here.
Now, Dilbert, be nice. He's just a boy.
Oh, sure. First they send a boy, then a prairie dog, then they send in them black helicopters.
There's another part we have coming up. If the settlement is over and they have clarity for XRP, then we should be expecting it being pegged to the gold. And there you go, the Wizzy Canary Gold Mine. As we all know, the Canary Network is live right before Flare Network. Just showing you how they just place words in these cartoons, particular episodes, when actual real news comes out and it matches up with some of the events that are going on in these cartoons. I just find it very coincidental. Very coincidental. So here we had saying game over in the beginning. We had the government in here looking a little rough. And we see Canary with Gold Mine. I don't know what it all means, but it does sure look like it all adds up to the current events.
Cacti, poisonous snakes, and most deadly of all, scorpions!
She did slide down, so who knows what that means. And there's the scorpions. There's the silver. We've seen gold. We've seen silver. Now, I found this episode pretty interesting also that it came around the same time as the blood moon. As you can see right over here, it looks like it's dark, and that looks like that can be a blood moon, because that looks like a big-ass orange in the sky to me. I don't know what you see, but I see an orange in the sky. And he gives Bart $1, and then Bart's like, oh, I'm going to the antique store, like the money's going to be antique. Again, if you're on the mind thinking that crypto is going to be the future, then this would really add up. Let's see.
Yep, go buy yourself some rock and roll records.
To the antique store.
He also said, buy yourself some rock and roll records. We can connect that right back to the Future when they were performing. McFly was performing on stage at the I think it was called Rock and Roll or Battle of the Bands. Rock and Roll Battle of the Bands. And then he runs off and says antique shop. And there goes the blood moon. Is there going to be something significant going to happen? Let's just see. Let's just see what happens. And then on that table, right here, you got those two candles melting. I'll let your own mind think what that can be. So let's see what else we find here.
No one else has taken this drug. Oh, Pop, why are you tugging on your collar?
It better be tonsillitis.
Well,
You could watch this
actually,
episode
I may have accidentally traded a few of those pills.
and see what you get out of it. But this is
which I
where
may
I'm
have
curious.
overspent.
It
I
keeps
learned
showing
the
eyes
only
popping
goggles
out.
and eyeglasses.
Howdy, handsome.
And I really can't really figure out why. And it's not only in this episode. There's quite a few episodes. Even the Bitcoin episode, when it begins and they're in the restaurant and they're all sitting down talking to Lisa. Remember, Homer's like, yeah, I can eat anything that looks like it has eyes.
Yeah. Who loves mommy's eyeball?
I don't know what that means. Even in the G.I. Joe, the guy, he pays and then he puts his eyes into like a ret scanner. So I don't know what that means. If you guys have any ideas or have any connections of what that means, why the eyes popping out, I mean, I don't know. There has to be some type of meaning behind it. I just haven't figured it out yet. But I just found it interesting. Here's another part.
Now, I ain't much for speeches,
Eyes are popping out again.
but we sure do appreciate what you done for us, and we were just hoping we could get more of that drug. Lots more.
Those poor googly-eyed fools. I cannot exploit them like this. I will have to be content exploiting their fear of losing hair and penis. I will destroy the drug.
Their eyes are all bugged out, popping out. Again, if you have any information, please leave it in the comments. And let me know what you think about this episode. This is season 22, episode 15.
Homer, you should have just buy a new car.
Great idea, but I don't have any money.
You could take out a loan with your house as collateral.
I wouldn't have to pay it back for 3 more years.
3 more years,
There's
Ripple.
not much time happening.
Pretty close to zero, I'd say.
Problem solved.
I want you to go back and listen to that again. He says, how much time do you think that can happen? And he's basically saying that there's pretty much
Take out a
no
loan
time
with your
left.
house as collateral.
I wouldn't have to pay it back for 3 more years. What are the odds of that much time happening?
Pretty close to zero, I'd say.
Problem solved. Generation Awesome does it again.
Now, we all know it's supposed to happen overnight, we believe. This is that Scorpion story came just in time for the lunar eclipse. Something is brewing. Something is definitely brewing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you googly-eyed geezers, turn up your hearing aids. I've got something to say.
He mentions depression here.
We survived the Depression, won a few wars, and put a man on the moon. In fact, the only mistake our generation made was creating that generation.
He said put man on the
We
moon.
want to set these bumblers straight. It's going to take all the crankiness we can muster. So put down those pills, pop in your eyeballs, and upside down them smiles.
This is quite interesting episode. Very interesting. Mentioned depression. We got moon talk on here. We shall see what happens. And there we have it. I thought this was a pretty interesting episode, being that the Scorpion article just came out about 3 people dying and 500 people bitten. This is quite interesting. I found this. Thank you for watching. Please press subscribe. Oh, hold on a second. Also, I want you to notice every time the Simpsons start, where do they start? In the clouds. They start in the clouds. Thank you for watching. Share, subscribe, and like. I'm out of here.